Sports Blitz Live is on the air with full coverage of the Auburn Tigers,
Touchdown, Auburn!
the Alabama Crimson Tide,
Off to the inside, intercepted Alabama. Touchdown,
and everything college and high school sports. Now, let's join Andy, Brett, Randy, and Luke for this edition of Sports Blitz Live.
Hello again, everyone, and good Tuesday evening. Welcome into this, the latest edition of Sports Blitz Live. I am Andy Graham alongside Brett Pritchard. Will be with you for the next couple.
Am I back to my old position now?
I would guess this is an Auburn show now. So,
we just have Auburn shows all day, every day, right?
Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. We are brought to you each and every Tuesday evening by JR Sports Bar and Grill and Sunshine Heating and Air. Thank you so much to all of our sponsors out there, but especially those two, our corporate sponsors, for all that they do for us, and they'd love to do for you as well. So go and check them out. If you want to get something to eat one day this week, or for all your heating and cooling needs, it's starting to warm up. The weather is approaching that 90-degree mark. So
just make sure you don't go to JR's for heating and air and Sunshine for food.
Or if you're warm, if you're hot, come here in the studio.
Please.
You can cool off really quick.
There's nothing wrong with the air in this studio, I can tell you.
That's for
100%.
But we thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. We've got a lot to talk about, a lot going on in the world of sports. The NFL draft is coming up. Hopefully this will be the final
Your favorite
year.
thing in the world?
Yeah, my favorite thing. Hopefully this will be one of the last times that we talk about the NFL draft when there's not really any Auburn. I mean, there won't be anybody in the first round.
Did you hear us talking with Jason this morning about the NFL draft offensive lineman for Auburn?
Oh, yeah.
Is that not atrocious?
We've been saying
Well, I know
that
we've been
years.
talking about it, but when you put it in when you break it down and go in the last 18 years, Auburn's had 8 linemen drafted, and 2 of them were in the first round. It's a miracle what we've done anything. Seriously.
And I'm trying to think now maybe
Greg Robinson and Braden Smith, by the way, for all of you that are young that don't even know who that kid is.
I wonder how many of those that were drafted were transfers.
Sean Coleman was drafted. He came to Auburn.
Yeah, Sean Coleman and Greg Robinson and Braden Smith were all high school guys.
And then I know, didn't Jack Driscoll get – but he was a transfer, wasn't he?
He was a transfer.
Who else?
The kid came from Ole Miss.
Yes, yep.
I think he was a transfer.
Obviously, he was a transfer. No, you're right.
It's unbelievable, and it's a direct result. And
how can you
of Auburn's success?
I'll never forget. I think you and I were on the show together. It may have been me or you or me and Randy, one of the two, and we had Jason on. And this has been years ago, and I think it was back when Malzahn was still there. and Jason's not one to normally. He kind of is even keel about things, and he just pretty much laid it on the line and said, I don't even understand the philosophy of Auburn's recruiting of offensive linemen. He said, I think they've got 4 guys on the board, and I don't think we're going to get any of them. So he's like, I don't even know what their backup plan is. And it's kind of like, what are you doing? And then Brian Harsin came in and took it to another level of crap. Like, you thought Malzahn recruited at a bad level. And I remember a guy that was a beat writer for the NFL and connected with ESPN, and he wrote, it may have been Sports Illustrated instead of ESPN. Bottom line, he came out and said why offensive linemen don't need to go to Auburn under Gus Malzahn. You remember that article? Mm-hmm. And when somebody writes something like that and it goes viral, it's like, well, I ain't going there. And, it was the style of offense that Malzahn ran, and that may have had something to do with it. So that may have been why he struggled recruiting offensive linemen. But on the flip side, Brian Harsin just didn't even try. I mean, that was on a whole different level. So when you group that together and you have what we've had, then you hand over the keys to Hugh Freeze, And it's like Jason said this morning on the podcast, you can't snap your fingers overnight and expect to be a lead on the offensive line. So much damage had been done over the last 5 to 7 years. You got to work your way back. And finally, and I agree with him because I saw it at practice, I feel like we finally have an offensive line that can compete at this level again. I'm not saying it's elite, Andy, but you got Connor Lew back, you got Dylan Wade back, you got Jeremiah Wright back, you got Xavier Miller back, you had Xavier Chaplin
Murphy.
You may add Mason Murphy, and then you've all of a sudden got a core, strong veteran group, where they've been here, where they transferred in, and I'm telling you, in spring, even without Connor Lew and Tutal, mixing some things around, Auburn still looked good up front. Auburn ran the ball, and Coach Freeze made mention of that. He made a point to say, I thought we ran the ball really well in the drills that we needed to see, and then the defense knew they were going to run it. So getting the job done up front, that's where it all starts.
Yeah, it seemed like, two things. It seemed like back all the way to Gus Malzahn and that crew, the idea was, well, we'll go and we'll get this – big-time running back, or we'll get one really big piece, a really nice receiver, and then the offensive line we'll just make do. We'll figure it out later.
Completely opposite.
And it would be the opposite. It was a foolhardy and foolish way to go about doing it. And going back and looking, it just it's a miracle. And it's astonishing we have won as many games as we have won over the last decade. Seeing
what I just said.
Yeah.
I mean, we've
seeing how many NFL offensive line.
Well, and if you want to know why we've had a losing season the last 4 years, and you want to know why we've been up and down a roller coaster, just start at the line of scrimmage. And when you have the ineptitude that we've had there for 18 years, okay, when you've only rolled out 8 linemen in 18 years to be drafted, and only 2 of them went in the first round, and then you got guys – or you got teams that you're competing with on a year in and year out basis, like Alabama and Georgia, and then back in the day with LSU, and you see what they've been producing, and you expect to just go out there and win your fair share of those games every year. No wonder that there's been a gap, okay, with Georgia. And Jason brought this point up, Andy, and he made a valid point. He said, "Oh yeah, what about Texas? Oh, Steve Sarkisian is the greatest play caller in the world." He said until they played Georgia, because they weren't as good or just even with Georgia on the offensive and defensive lines. Yeah. And when you neutralize that up front, all of a sudden you ain't the best play caller in the world anymore. That's how important the trenches are in the lines of scrimmage.
Well, I mean, how far do you have to – you don't have to go any further than Bo Nix to say, well, you look a lot different when you're running for your life than when you got time. We looked
and tried to come up with every reason why he couldn't get stuff done, and we all knew the reason. But we tried to mask it and go, well, I don't know. He's just Tim. He won't give plays time to develop.
He's happy feet.
He's happy. Yeah, he's running out of the pocket too early. I mean, it's like then he goes to Oregon and becomes the most efficient passer in the country. Now, granted, the plays were designed to get the ball out of his hands, and it's not like he was throwing the ball downfield a lot. But
you see what he's doing with Denver, and that backs it up.
It absolutely. Well, man, he was a legacy at Auburn, dude. It took a clown like Brian Arson to run the dude off. Like, he came here as an elite quarterback, one of the best in the state, wanted to be here. His dad played here. He did graduate from all. He stuck it out. Thank God it was on the tail end of Malzahn and only the first part of Harsin, but he couldn't take it no more. Look at Harsin at Cal. 5 running backs, the quarterback, and tight end all hit the bricks. They couldn't take it no more. That guy, it's like Blaine Crane said. He's like, everything that guy touches turns to crap. He's got the reverse Midas touch.
Right.
I mean, it's just what it is.
Well, and it couldn't happen to a nicer guy.
Yeah, I mean, cheers to the winners, right?
Yeah. Well,
Cal's got to be going. What? Well, I thought
do they have an offense right now?
Well, according to that, no. I mean, when you lose 5 running backs and your quarterback, and the tight end says, "We'll see you," and Jay Knott couldn't have gotten out of there fast enough.
Yeah, that guy. I mean, that guy. I hear he's a good running back.
Jay
but
Knott.
every time Auburn plays him, he's hurt.
Well,
I wonder if he'll be hurt.
Well, he
without-
got hurt in the first game because we slammed him on his head. Who was that? We were trying to bring that up the other night, and I couldn't remember. But dude picked him. I'm talking about said, look, this guy ain't running anymore on us.
Right.
And I'm about to slam his head completely into the
Was
ground.
it Asante?
I
He's
can't
the hardest hitter.
I don't think it was him. But
A
somebody,
defensive lineman?
somebody, yeah, it was it was because it was a massive guy. He just picked because he's small.
Yeah.
And, dude, he just slammed him down. And everybody was like, dang, he broke his neck. I mean, but he thankfully was fine. But then he came to Auburn and only ran for like 10 yards,
Yeah, he was
man.
banged up. He didn't.
I mean, that
He didn't
tells
play
you.
very well.
We lost a game to a terrible Cal team who lost to Florida State, by the way, last year. And Jay Knott didn't even
They were
hardly
the
do.
one.
Jay Knott didn't even do anything in the game. We still found a way to lose because we turned the ball over 4 or 5 times. Right?
5 times.
And I burned up. And I think you burned. I think you left. Was it that one or the Arkansas game? It was Well, they both were scorching. They were both hot. I remember looking down at you, and you were laid all. I'm like, this guy has completely quit.
I think that was the
He's
argument.
like he's sitting down there about to catch on fire. So,
Look, yeah, we got beat by a Cal team
those.
turning the ball over 5 times. Now,
Was it 21-14?
it was this whole chat GPT thing.
Yeah.
I mean,
What about it?
What?
About the
How much stock do you
predicting
Put
the?
how much stock do you put in?
It's pretty eerily.
I mean, this is AI,
well, it's,
right?
it's eerie how accurate a lot of that
Do
stuff
you
is.
want? I mean, do you want to know how, how real or how much stock you should put into AI? Well, we'll find out because
It's out. ChatGPT predicted Auburn's season.
Auburn's schedule,
It's predicted everybody's
and it predicted Auburn to go to the
10
SEC title
to
game
go 10-2
and
this year.
lose to Georgia.
All right, I'm not even going to say the name, and I know we got to get to our first break. I'm not going to bring the name up, but a buddy of mine told me 2 nights ago, he said, I stopped by, saw a friend of mine, and he said I hadn't seen him in a while, but he said, like, I don't know why he always is accurate on what he says about Auburn. He said good and bad, and he said they were riding around on their land on the side-by-side, and he said, hey, you know Auburn's going to make it to the postseason this year. They're going to go to the playoffs, and he said they're probably going to have a shot to play for the national title. And he's like, man, what are you talking about? He's like, I'm just telling you. And then he said, think about all the stuff I've told you in the past. And he's like, he's right. So, of course, I told him he was full of crap when he called me. And he's like, yeah, I feel the same way. But he's like, no, the guy said at worst we're going to make the playoffs this year. And then ChatGPT comes out. I sent that to y'all.
Not just predicting the win or loss. It
The
predicts
scores. The scores and
of the games. So
And again, got us losing to Georgia twice, going 10-2.
Beating Alabama.
Lost to Oklahoma, beat Texas A&M, lose to Georgia, beat Alabama, and then lose to Georgia again in the SEC championship game, and go to playoffs. And now didn't predict where you went after that.
Yeah.
It just said you made the playoffs.
yeah.
I'll take it. I don't want to lose to
I'll
Georgia
take
twice.
it.
I don't want to lose to Georgia twice.
No.
I'm sick of that.
No.
But can we lose to A&M and Oklahoma and
I don't
beat
want to lose to
Georgia?
Oklahoma, to be honest with
Well, I don't either. We owe them.
you. Yeah, we do.
But, the quarterback they got from Washington State,
I'm worried about Baylor. I know.
well, that Baylor game was close. Did you see that score?
We got to take our first break
I'll take it,
here,
though.
but we'd love to hear from
I'll take
you.
it.
Give us a call, 256-234-6221. More to come right after this.
Sportz Auto Sales, Highway 280 in Kellyton, Alabama, is home-owned and home-operated. If you're looking for tires, they have it. If you're looking for a vehicle, they have them. Great selection. Always out looking for more just for you, the customer. And if you're looking for service, whether you buy the vehicle from them or whether you buy the vehicle somewhere else, they do service work and got a great crew there. Keep us in mind. Why don't you go by Sportz Auto Sales on Highway 280 in Kellyton today.
What's the verdict?
Can't fix your heat pump. Need a new one.
Uh-oh. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking Daikin. Call on Kevin Kill and Sunshine Heating and Air at 256-825-4849, Central Alabama's premier Daikin dealer.
So what's he thinking?
Oh, he's thinking Daikin.
Daikin, one of the top selling in the world.
Now I'm thinking Daikin.
Daikin. Comfort for life.
Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply is your headquarters for all the brands contractors know best. We're your local home improvement store with 9 convenient locations throughout Central Alabama. We have a huge selection of Weber and Traeger, Pelican coolers, Milwaukee and DeWalt tools, and other top brands. No matter the project, we have you covered with our high-quality lumber and building supplies. From do-it-yourselfers to seasoned pros, Russell Do-It Center and Building Supply has what you need to get the job done.
Hello, I'm Karen Chanel, your State Farm agent in Alexander City, Alabama, and the greater Lake Martin area. I want to talk to you a little bit today about your discounts. How many of you are entitled to discounts that you may or may not be receiving? One of the easiest discounts on your homeowner's insurance is that of having a fire extinguisher. Coupled with a deadbolt lock and a smoke alarm, that gives you an automatic discount on your homeowner's policy.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area a team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Brett here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight, talking about the upcoming football season. Again, college baseball going on right now. It looks like it's not raining. It's raining here, but
it's raining.
I don't think it's raining in Auburn. Maybe at the moment. So Auburn and Georgia Tech
should be
looks like it's
now.
underway.
Right.
So it's early in that one. We'll see if it gets to be played tonight. But Auburn, a tough one. Series over the weekend at Texas.
Had their
Texas,
chance,
number one
man.
team in the country. But
Well,
I think Auburn proved they could play with them.
Well, no, they
just except for that last game on Saturday.
Yeah, I
which
mean,
got away from them.
bottom line is they had won 6 in a row. They had their chance there in that first game.
Oh yeah.
And do we have a call, Reed? Is that for us? We do have a call.
Okay.
Well, we'll just take a wild guess at it. Go to the Eric McKinley Mortgage Pro Hotline. Caller, go ahead.
Good evening, guys. How y'all doing tonight?
Terry, what's up, brother?
Brett and Andy. I agree with Andy. I'm worried about Baylor. That's the first game of the year, and it's important for Auburn to go out to Baylor and not kick field goals, score touchdowns, win the game by 2 touchdowns or more, and make a statement.
Well, I think Terry, I'm with you. And you go back and you look at why we haven't been. I thought Jason said it best on our podcast this morning. He said, when you don't have the offensive line, you're inside the 10-yard line. You can't just say, "All right, let's just go get this." You have to be so perfect on your play call, and when you have to be perfect on every play call in the red zone, then you ain't gonna win many games against good teams. Now the Georgias and Alabamas that have the lines of scrimmage, and possibly add Tennessee into that mix and Ole Miss, where you can say, all right, we ain't got to do anything fancy. We're about to run it down your throat, and you can't do anything about it. Auburn hasn't had that in forever. And I think and I hope that we see that Auburn's coming back around to where they can get inside the 10-yard line and they can go, all right, let's go get this thing. We ain't got to get fancy. We ain't got to get cute. We ain't got to try to outsmart the other team. Let's just go line up and see if we can score right here.
Yeah, see, it's humorous to me from a fan standpoint when I hear people talk about defense. We got to play great defense. No, you got to have a successful, efficient offense in today's football game. That's the way the game is played. That's the way it's designed and played nowadays. That's what makes ESPN highlights. Offense, not defense. So I'm not saying you can be bad on defense or even average, but you can't. Remember, guys, the greatest defense in the world can only guarantee you a tie. So, with that said, Auburn is only good, and they win, 9 or 10 games when they're efficient and successful on offense.
I think we just got to get back to, on offense, playing where, again, we can go out and compete with anybody on the lines of scrimmage, and that's how you win football games in this league, and it's how you go out to Baylor and win that game. It's how you do anything. I mean, every good team, it all starts at the line of scrimmage. I don't care how good your receivers are and your quarterback and your running backs and all that kind of stuff. If you're not concentrating on the guys up front, it don't matter.
Well, I agree with you, Brett, 100%. I'm right there with you on that. Although I will say this, I don't think Peyton Thorne could have won with the greatest offensive line in the world.
It would have been questioned. I hate to be that way, but it's
he won 11 games at Michigan State.
Well,
somehow.
I mean,
I don't know how.
Because you go back and look at who they played. Number one.
Again, I mean, he had a great offensive line,
and he had a great receiver.
He had a great receiver. He had a really good running game.
Hey, the guy threw. What did he throw for this past year? Did he throw for 2,700 yards?
And remember, guys,
I want to say he threw for 2,700 yards this past year. But
he was not their first choice.
No,
he was not.
And so they settled for him. And what was he? Whatever and whatever. I mean, I don't remember his record. It was a losing record. I can guarantee you that.
Well, considering we haven't had a winning record in 4 years, that's definitely the case.
Yeah. So, like I said, guys, I hate to say it over and over again because people get tired of hearing me say it, and I get tired of saying it, quite honestly. But the offense is the way to go nowadays. That's the way the game is designed, and that's what Auburn has got to be. They got to be successful and efficient on offense. Period.
No, you're exactly right.
You're not scoring 30-plus points, 35-plus points a game. You're struggling to win.
Right. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Terry. Appreciate you, buddy. Always good to hear from Terry.
Yeah,
always
definitely
brings up great points.
And that's a good one. I mean,
no, it's a great
what's one. Auburn, what's their offense going to be like this year? That's a good question. I mean, that's why you bring in a guy like Hugh Freeze. Hugh Freeze is known for putting up a lot of points. His offense, the RPO, you got to have somebody, efficient in running that.
Right.
And Auburn will only go as far as the quarterback takes them. I mean, I know that's cliche. I know that's one of those, but it's the truth. I mean, I think Auburn's got the pieces in place. That was one of the things that, I had some questions following A-Day. One of them was, are the tackles legitimate? You answered that as far as you're concerned.
Yep.
Because you got the interior of those guys coming back.
Yes, sir.
You got Connor Lew, you got
right.
Dylan Wade, you got Jeremiah Wright. Those guys are experienced. They're big. They're physical. They're durable. That's the core of your offensive line.
Right.
So probably the two most important pieces are the tackles. And we rolled big boy from Mississippi State out there last year.
He was
and
he wasn't even in shape, dude.
Could not move out of his stance. We had guys coming around.
I don't even know how you look
fast.
at that and say, I'm going to take that guy. That was just such a bad decision.
We spent a week putting a game plan together and then go out there, and in the first play, we take a 7-yard sack. That we've been
running we get sacked on the first,
for a week.
Did we get sacked on the first play almost every game last year? I remember, I think the Georgia game, first play.
I know
was a
the
sack.
Georgia game, and I think Missouri.
Missouri was a sack.
I mean, it was like, what are we doing?
There's been some lows in Auburn football history, but I'm gonna tell you this one, and I know we got to get the fact that a kid went to the hospital in the second quarter and came back like at the end of the game and was on basically at one leg.
Yeah.
And brought what was it, like a 17-play drive and won the game.
Yeah.
Like, we've hit some lows. That one was pretty bad. Now, I will say this. The football gods kind of paid us back because we had no business beating Missouri at home prior to that. You remember that you could not have given a game away any better than they gave that one. First of all, Big Boy missed a point-blank field goal at the end of regulation. We score in overtime, and their guy is running free.
Not touched.
I mean, to the end zone, and somehow the ball just pops out.
He just throws
He
it.
threw the thing out of bounds. And I'm like, I didn't even, like, I'm glad we won. I'm like, there's no way we deserve to win that game.
I left that stadium, and everybody was like,
what in the world just happened? I can't even cheer about that.
All right, let's take another break. We'll be back with more right after this.
Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center provides optimum care for the whole person. Dr. Dimo Popov specializes in the prevention and diagnosis of high blood pressure, kidney disease, diabetes, and acute and chronic conditions. Our weight loss clinic offers lipo shots and a guide to healthy weight loss. Alex City Internal Medicine and Nephrology and Weight Loss Center, where lifestyle changes are made.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion, show your determination, display your drive, and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College, central to you, central to your success.
Hi, I'm Abby Guy, Vice President at Riverbank and Trust. They say that most banks offer the same products, but Riverbank offers something most can't: personal connection. We love getting to know our customers by name and making them feel special with every interaction. It's a feeling of warm hospitality you won't find anywhere else. Experience it for yourself.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Brett here with you. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us this evening. We do a little tradition when spring training is finally over, or spring practice, as probably more footballish instead of baseball. But we make some post-spring predictions. Just take a look at these, and then we'll revisit these this fall before the season begins to see if we want to make some changes. But just off the cuff, and, you don't have to go in too depth here, just kind of get a sense, a groundwork, a baseline of how we feel like the SEC will be. We'll go this fall. So we'll start out with that. I'll just start at the bottom here, and we'll work our way
we'll work our way up, because I'm working on mine as we speak. So
as we speak.
I'm putting this together as we talk. Andy, of course, did his homework.
Of course.
And he's always prepared, and I'm the guy in the back of the class trying to finish real quick before we have to turn our paper.
That's right. It was the opposite way when we were in college.
There's no question. Yep. Now, no question about it. If he showed up to school, if he actually showed up to the class, it was he was doing something.
This is true. This is true. Okay. Last year, Mississippi State did not win an SEC game. Struggled, to say the least. I'm putting them at 16 again this year. I don't think they make that much progress.
I don't either. I think Mississippi State, man, I hate it. It's Russ, one of our producers, played football at Mississippi State, and I know he's probably watching. And Russ, it's no offense, but your Bulldogs are terrible, and the program's terrible right now. And I don't know. It's just one of those deals where I think. I don't see the light at the end of the tunnel for them. I'm talking about this new age of college football, man. Programs like Mississippi State are going to struggle to ever get back to any type of I think it's going to be tough, man. I really do.
I think you probably have, let's see here, Mississippi State. They get Southern Miss. I guess that's on the road at Southern Miss. Why would you be on the road at Southern Miss?
Because they're
to
Mississippi
open
State.
It up. But Arizona State comes to Mississippi State.
Right.
Well, let's see. They got Alcorn State, Northern Illinois. That'll be all right. Tennessee comes to Starkville. Now all of a sudden, the Tennessee with a question at quarterback. Who knows? At A&M, at Florida. Texas comes to Starkville. On the road at Arkansas, Georgia comes to Starkville.
Right.
At Missouri, and the Egg Bowl is in Starkville as well. That's tough.
It is tough.
I don't see. Again, I don't see them making a whole lot of progress. We'll see.
I don't either.
Remind me, is Vandy, the what's his name?
Diego Pavia.
Is he gone? Is he back?
Who knows? I mean, they've gotten a rule for him now.
That was last year we were talking about when he was.
I'm not
he
sure.
Came back.
I'm not sure that we don't have to play him again.
Do we have to play him?
I think he may be back again.
Please,
I'm just tired. He didn't beat us this year.
No,
he didn't do squat against us, and we couldn't do anything offensively. Terrible.
That's.
Ask Alabama how it worked out for them too.
Yeah.
It didn't work out too well.
Okay. Well, I got Vandy if Diego Pavia is not back.
You know what?
I got them coming in at 15.
What is great? Diego Pavia, Vanderbilt beating Auburn and Alabama in the same year is about like a solar eclipse. I mean, you know what I mean? Like once in
solar eclipse.
Or maybe even longer. I mean,
that's like Haley's Comet.
Well, that Haley's Comet, Hale-Bopp or whatever. These comets that come around about every like Hale-Bopp's like every 20,000 years. I don't even know, making up crap.
I think Haley's is like every 70-something years or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. We may have seen Haley's last time.
I saw it once. That's about all I can say. So I don't remember much about it.
Were you impressed by it?
Not really.
It looks like a big streak in that sky.
But anyway,
I've asked you, do you think we went to the moon?
I'm gonna say yes.
Well, you aren't very confident about it, and I'm just gonna tell you, I
did not see it happen.
Well, no, I didn't either. But like some of the footage now that they've analyzed is like, there's no way that's no way that happened, man.
Well,
like,
look,
it was a race between us and Russia, and it was like everybody rally in Hollywood, build this set. Like, I've looked at all these things about the lighting and stuff, and they're like, there's no way you cast a shadow like that because
I've heard all that.
I don't know.
Now, the only thing that I start to say.
Who filmed Neil Armstrong coming down the ladder?
Yeah.
I mean, what'd they do? I mean, he did that. I mean, that camera wasn't like just kicked off the lunar module, dude. This thing was like from afar. And it's like, he's coming down the ladder. Like, I thought he was the first guy to step on the moon.
Somebody had to push record.
I'm just telling you, there's just a lot of skepticism.
The only thing this is way off topic here, but the only thing and we'll go to break after this. The thing that when you start to think about it is, number one, we have never been back.
Why haven't we been back?
And
if it's the most accessible thing, why haven't we been back?
And number two, we're the only ones. China, you telling me China or Russia
hadn't tried to do
hadn't tried to get there, and they have not been back. They
and
have
the flag just sitting straight out like that.
Well,
by the end of this show, you're going to be convinced we didn't go.
Now, I'm just saying.
You don't really believe it, do you?
Yeah.
Have you seen the footage of that thing taking off?
What thing?
The lunar module.
Oh.
And again, who filmed that? Yeah. And they're like, this is actual footage of CBS. And I'm like, that thing looked like a toy on a Jack's toy on a string that they pulled up. It's like, man, like, really?
I mean, look,
it's so disappointing.
You can go and supposedly, there's like video, on Mars.
Have you ever been to the Smithsonian? Have you ever been to the Smithsonian? Yeah. How'd that get up there? That rover that they're driving around. They stick it in that lunar module?
I think they built it.
They built it on the surface of the moon in those spacesuits. Are you kidding me, dude? I mean, like, literally. I mean, that may be one of the biggest scams.
And this was in the 60s and 70s.
When a computer took up the entire room.
Yeah.
And you came up with this formula and stuff. Like, man, have you ever been to the Smithsonian in Washington, D.C.? Okay, I have. And they got one of the lunar modules in there.
Oh, really?
One of them.
Okay.
That thing looks like it's made out of tinfoil. And like, do they really? I mean, I may be off, man. I mean, if y'all think that happened, I just took it for granted and said, oh yeah, well that happened because that's what we were taught. That's what we were fed in school. Well, and now that more has come out, and you can kind of look at things just like, man, I don't know about that.
I mean, it seems like we would have gone back.
Have you seen the clips of Buzz Aldrin in his later years? And they would go, he said, we didn't do that. I'm like, did Buzz Aldrin saying we didn't go? And they're like, and then there's a rumor that Stanley Kubrick said, well, I filmed all of it. And on his deathbed, he's like, I did it all. I filmed every bit of it. They hired him to do it. I don't know, the government,
if you've ever seen 2001,
I mean,
it looks pretty similar.
Well, I mean, wouldn't you think you would hire somebody like Stanley Kubrick to film a moon landing?
Let's take a break. And we'll be back with more right after this.
You've dreamed about the perfect house, a place to call your own, and a place to not only stretch out, but to grow. Auto Owners protects your house because to you, it's home. That's simple human sense. Happy to help, man. I was just over there talking to myself anyway.
there's only one option for top-of-the-line aftermarket upgrades on your vehicle, and that's Frontline Outfitters. We offer quality parts, lift kits, custom wheels and tires, bed covers, step bars, and toolboxes. They're installed by trained and skilled professionals, to custom powder coating with hundreds of colors and finishes, to the highest quality film for window tinting using state-of-the-art film cutting technology. Call Frontline Outfitters at 256-409-8100. Don't be in the back of the line. Put your vehicle at the front with Frontline Outfitters.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone, 256-750-0381, or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
Looking to transform your outdoor space? Look no further than Bama Sheds. As a family-owned and operated business, we understand your needs. That's why we offer no credit check rent-to-own options. Enjoy free delivery and setup within 35 miles of our 4 convenient locations. Whether you need a shed, pole barn, garage, or carport, we've got you covered. Visit our website at bamasheds.com or call 256-268-8484. Bama Sheds, where quality meets affordability and your outdoor dreams become reality.
Welcome back, everyone.
Do you feel betrayed now?
You have not convinced me, because
there's no. How have you not been convinced?
Man, don't believe everything you see on the internet.
I'm not believing everything on the internet. I'm believing that now that you can analyze the equipment and the stuff, you said yourself, we ain't been back.
I'm saying there's questionable things. And look, now,
I mean,
just the fact
if you'd have told me I was getting
the logistics of it to go to the moon and back. Okay, so do I think that there's possibility that maybe they did fake some photographs? Probably, maybe. I mean, maybe even some video.
Right.
Maybe you couldn't. But and would it be shocking to me if they came out one day and said, "Oh yeah, by the way, it's all a hoax"? No, it wouldn't shock me. But I'm.
Why just come out? Why not just come on out and say it now?
Well, it's fair.
What does it matter?
Yeah. Well, is Neil Armstrong? He's still alive?
No.
Okay, Buzz is still alive.
I don't think any of them are.
Buzz is dead?
I think so. Let me check.
I thought he was still alive, but okay. Well, I mean, but you said, I mean, like he said we didn't go, but I remember one time
maybe
he punched somebody out because they said we didn't go to the moon, right? He was upset about it. So he's the only.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Okay, that's what I thought.
He's still alive.
He may be senile, but he's. Anyway, 50-50. Did we go to the moon or not? I mean, you tell me.
I'd love to hear everybody. I mean, this has been a topic going on with a group of mine probably for a couple months. I got to tell you this.
Okay.
I got in an Uber. We were in some city, I can't even remember where it was, and got in an Uber, and there was a bunch of us in there, and we got on this topic before dinner. So we all piled in this car, by the way, which was like a Hot Wheel car. I don't know. I guess some of these Uber drivers tried to get the most efficient fuel cars. We're all crammed in there. And I just asked the guy, I said, "Hey, man, I don't know you. You don't know me." I said, "Just give me an honest opinion." I said, "Do you think we landed on the moon?" He started laughing. He said, "No, we didn't land on no moon." So I'm like, I think there's a major part of the population out there that really, truly believes now that it didn't happen.
Well, I think that's, I mean, people are more skeptical.
Do you think that?
Skeptical now than they ever
Do you
have
think
been.
Katy Perry and all them went in space for 11 minutes the other day and returned? that Blue Origin flight that went in, and then the door
Define
opened.
in space.
Well, they went up. They took them up.
I think they did go up in a craft.
Oh, they did go up in a craft, and then they landed the way they landed out there in the desert, and the door opened. Like the door's supposed to be sealed from the outside the way it's designed, and you're supposed to have a tool. And the dude walked up, and one of them in there opened the door prematurely, and they were no, don't do that, and they shut it. I'm like, everything is fake, man. There's no way they did that. I don't think they. No, I don't think
they went anywhere.
I don't know what they did.
I thought they went. I mean, people do fly in planes, right?
Well, of course they do. Yeah, but we didn't go into the stratosphere.
Well, I mean, what is the stratosphere?
Well, I mean, however high you reach to get to zero gravity, where you float.
Yeah. Now, I mean, I thought that was
and there wasn't a single mark on the daggum capsule that landed. I mean, it looked like somebody just went. I mean, thing just rolled out of a factory. I mean, at least the SpaceX capsule was burned up and had scorch marks all over it.
Yeah, I don't know what those.
That was a publicity stunt. Dude.
I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, and them to be upset about it because people were making fun of them. They trained for 2 days. I mean, like that was some kind of big deal.
Did that make they were saying they were astronauts? And it's like, I won't say what Antonio Brown said on Twitter. You just have to go find his Twitter. He's like, if going up for 11 minutes into space makes you an astronaut, I'm a something else. And you just go look up what he said.
Yeah, that's about right. All right, where are we at?
We're just past Vanderbilt.
All right, you going Vandy 15?
I'm going Vanderbilt 15.
Okay, I got Kentucky at 14.
I have Kentucky at 14 as well.
Okay. They stunk last year.
Let me tell you something. I think that's coming to an end.
I think he burned bridges when he flirted so heavily with
When we went
A&M.
up there last year and destroyed them the way we did on the road, I said, this is over for him, dude. This has played its way out.
Yeah. And who's the kid, quarterback? It was it.
It was Zach Calzada.
No.
Well, he's going to be their quarterback this year.
Calzada?
Calzada is the quarterback for Kentucky playing us. He's already made some comments.
Can I change mine?
What, to last? Well, he got there and never even played a down at Auburn and transferred.
I may put Vandy ahead of Kentucky.
Didn't he go to, what was the name? Incarnate Word, and then he transferred now back to Kentucky. Is this a call for us?
Yes.
I think it's Neil Armstrong. Caller, go ahead. You're on the Sports Blitz Live.
Hey, this is the moon call.
It's Buzz Aldrin. I knew
Buzz Aldrin. Neil Armstrong stepped on the moon on July 21st, 1969 at 2:56.
Were you at the moon?
Charles, were you alive?
Were you alive? He just said he saw it.
That's what I'm saying. Did you watch it when it happened?
I was born in 1962.
Okay, so you were just a kid.
Do you think it happened?
But they say there's 12 people that have stepped foot on the moon.
That is correct.
Yep.
Well, I mean, not according to Brett.
I've believed it my whole life up until recently.
I guess he's going to have to get on the Blue Origin and go up.
According to what I saw, I've been in space as much as they have.
Well, Charles, do you remember watching it on TV?
I've seen some of it on TV. Yeah.
Walter Cronkite.
When it happened.
Walter
live.
Cronkite, and he just got over emotional. He's like,
Yeah.
one small step for man, one giant leap.
One small step and all that kind of stuff they say.
Who filmed that, Charles? Who was on the moon already filming that when he came down the ladder?
I have no idea about that one now.
But it was a great shot, and they had the perfect angle with him coming down the ladder. They said, I read about it, they said there was a camera on the outside of the module that was recording.
I'm just waiting for him to go to Mars.
So it didn't break off when they landed?
Yeah, I mean, apparently not. We bypassing the moon again. We going to Mars now.
Well, and another argument is like we don't have any reason to go back to the moon. What are you talking about, dude?
I wondered if they have really stepped on the moon myself.
I see. Now Charles even down. He said he watched it. Now I've got him doubting it. It just don't make any sense to me.
You know, some things just don't happen.
He's completely changed his mind.
Y'all have a good one.
Thank you, Charles.
I mean, it's pretty easy to swap. I mean, I
I've looked. I mean, and
can you put a poll out? I know it doesn't have anything to. I guess you got to be an athlete, be an astronaut, training and stuff.
No.
All right. So the movie Apollo 13, was that fun? I mean, did you like that? I thought that was a good movie.
I thought it was a great movie. That actually happened.
That actually happened.
I mean, those
but
guys.
They never touched down.
They did not.
And
that's because the ship almost blew up.
Right.
But
exactly.
I mean,
look, there's plenty of footage out there, guys riding that car all over the place. Like, how can you say, well, we don't need to go back to the moon anymore because we've already done that? How much did you explore? Like one little tiny dot? I mean, don't you think you would want to go back a little bit later, see if anything's changed?
All right, I got some. All right. Don't we have telescopes?
Yes.
That can see.
Yes.
So could you
zoom in?
If you could look through a telescope and see the flag.
You think that flag's still up there?
I'm just saying. Well, where's it going?
I don't know. I tell you, I guess it was the wind is sticking straight out.
There
but I read,
no wind.
That's what I'm saying. But how is it sticking straight out?
Because there's no. I mean, that's the way it works.
No, it's not. See, you didn't even read about it. It said they put a daggum rod on the top of it to keep it sticking straight out.
Because it would just. There is no wind.
You're telling me in the darkness of space on the moon, you couldn't see any stars? There ain't nothing out there, man.
Look,
you don't think that's the most bright you could see a star?
I go out. I go out all the time and look around, and it's black.
I get that, but you're out of Earth's light. You're on the moon, dude, and you're looking out into space. How do you not see a star? There's not one on any video.
Well, I mean, it's just like maybe that's the brightness of the camera and the exposure of the film. I mean, maybe when you were standing there, you were seeing them. Maybe that's just what it. Maybe I mean, I don't know. But I mean, I never been. I don't know what it's supposed to look like when you go up there because I ain't never been. Nobody's ever been. That's the point. You don't know.
Man, I'm telling you,
All right, we got to take another break.
I don't believe
it. But
in case you were wondering.
256-234-6221. I'm the last person to try to convince you. All right, we'll be back with more right after this.
Hello, this is Little Mo right here with you from DLR Us Auto Sales. At DLR Us, we have multiple sedans and SUVs. Come see us at 33445 U.S. Highway 280, Childersburg, Alabama, 35044. Call us at 256-267-3257. Let's make a deal, people. Our down payment is based on $500 down. With the approval of credit, we make it happen. We work with you. We got the choice for you, and we make the right deal.
Main Street Family Urgent Care. Main Street Family Care offers a wide array of services that allows them to treat many conditions, and they also offer primary care. In addition to these services, they also offer DOT physical exams, lab testing, sports physicals, and vaccines. They accept most major insurance plans, including Medicaid. Main Street Family Care opens 7 days a week.
Main Street Family Urgent Care. Heal better, feel better fast.
Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union, is looking for the next hometown hero. Hometown heroes could be first responders, public service workers, community leaders, pastors, community volunteers, or anyone who is making a difference in your hometown. Submit your nominations now online at myhscu.com. And if your nominee is selected, they will get a $100 Visa cash card and a certificate of appreciation from Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union, federally insured by the NCUA.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
Red Flag Pest Control is Central Alabama's best in pest control with hometown service in Lake Martin and now the greater Montgomery area. When you see pests, throw down the red flag. Termites, bed bugs, carpenter bees, mosquitoes, or general pests. Red Flag gets the job done at the right price for your home or business. At Lake Martin, call 888-943-0353 or in Montgomery, 334-265-1831. Red Flag, the best in pest control in Central Alabama.
If you listen carefully, you'll hear the roads of Alabama calling. And Sarah Honda has your answer. Serving you for over 40 years with one of the largest Honda and pre-owned inventories in the state and the Sarah Promise. Our best deal when you buy or trade, a 72-hour exchange policy, a no-hassle trade-in promise. Written offers are good for 7 days. And our best service promise. Our factory-certified technicians help keep your vehicle running smoothly. That's why Alabama can be yours to discover in a new vehicle from Sarah Honda in Sylacauga.
Welcome back. I can't. Welcome back, everyone.
Buzz Aldrin called us tonight.
I know.
I mean,
welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Brett here with you. Just one more segment in the first hour of tonight's program. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Talking about the moon landing, that's the side subject anyway. If you got thoughts on that, 256-234-6221. Did we land on the moon? For 50 years, it was, well, I think that there's always been skeptics, but it seems to be that more and more people are becoming skeptical.
Yeah, more and more people don't believe it.
I mean, literally, they've come out with how many movies now? Just in the last, several years about, faking the moon landing and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean.
So, and how easily Hollywood could do it. So.
Do you believe that Stanley Kubrick filmed all of it?
It's a good question. Okay, we're also making some post-spring predictions. I got Mississippi State, Vandy, Kentucky. I'm going to go with the Oklahoma Sooners at 13.
You got Oklahoma at 13?
Yeah, because
I
don't know how they get better this year.
They got a great quarterback and a really good running back. I think they may have one of the best offenses in the conference this year.
Who's their quarterback?
The kid that transferred from Washington State that we wanted to, that I think everybody wanted.
Okay.
I mean, his numbers are stupid, and I'll pull it up. But, I mean, and then you had Jay Knott, and, that's what they were – I mean, unfortunately for Jackson Arnold, there was a change in coaching, change in philosophy. They relegated him to the bench. He ended the season, though, as the quarterback and ended up playing pretty well.
Beat Alabama.
Yeah, and that was mostly running. So, they didn't throw the ball very much. But the bottom line is they got a quarterback now that, I mean, this guy, he's everything you want. So, I think, they had a lot of their receivers out last year. I think they've got several targets to throw to. So, they're going to be better. Now I only have them moved up a couple of spots from there, but I got USC at 13. I think South Carolina is going to take a massive step back.
I got Lenore Sellers coming back.
I don't care.
Okay.
I just think that
you got no faith in them.
I just don't, man. I really just
nor you should you, but
I've got them at 13.
Okay. I got Arkansas at 12.
We agree on that.
Okay.
Arkansas. I mean, how much longer for some people?
It's just we're hanging on by
just keep doing the same
She's
thing.
like a hair and a biscuit. He just won't let go.
Hair and a beer, because that's all he cares about is drinking.
I got the Florida Gators at 11 because they got a tough schedule.
I've got Oklahoma at 11.
Okay.
I just feel like even though they're – you know what? And I may miss this one. I mean, when we come back around the horn – I mean, they may
change this up.
They may be vaulted up considerably, but right now, I've got them. Now that I look at this, I probably have them over 2 or 3 more than I'm looking at. I've got higher than them right now, but I'll stick with my pick at 11.
I got the Missouri Tigers.
I got
10.
Missouri too. I think they take a considerable step back this year.
Yeah, I mean, my goodness. I mean, they should have been beaten by Auburn last year.
They should have.
They're not. They're not taking a step.
But I mean, look, you can't argue. Eli Drinkwitz has done a really good job at Missouri.
He's done very good. Number 9, I got the Tennessee Volunteers dropping down from
The
where
top.
I thought they were going to
Right,
be.
right. Because of the Emi Aliava leaving.
No quarterback. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just don't miss a beat. But
I've got the Florida Gators at 9.
okay, I got LSU at 8.
I've got A&M at 8.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I got A&M at 7.
And I got LSU at 7.
So
we swapped those.
There's a flip-flop. I got your Auburn Tigers at 6.
I got the Tennessee Volunteers at 6.
Okay.
So I think they do take a step back, but not majorly. I think they're still really talented. I think they can probably figure out the core. I know they made the playoffs, but I wasn't overly impressed with Emi Aliava last year. I mean, he was, again, if I remember correctly, I don't have it in front of me, he threw 9 touchdowns in conference play, and 4 of them were against Vanderbilt. So that means he threw 5 more in 7 games.
Yeah, he struggled.
They lost to Arkansas in a horrific game. Lost 19-14, where he ran out of bounds on the last play of the game. Knowing you can't, if you run out of bounds with no time on the clock, it's a guaranteed L. You didn't even try to throw it in the end zone.
Yeah.
I mean, just throw it up. No telling what can happen. Remember the Arkansas-Ole Miss game that time? When Ole Miss thought they won the dadgum game and started running out on the field and the play was still alive and they ran down the field and scored. But when you run out of bounds with the ball in your hand, that can't happen.
That's true. I got South Carolina at 5. Yeah, I'm thinking. Again,
that's way high.
At least right now,
that's terrible.
I think they take one step forward.
They got to come back.
And for the Auburn Tigers, I'm sticking with it. Show me. I'm from Missouri.
Right. You're showing me. I've been saying that too. I've got Auburn at 5 though.
Okay. I got Alabama at 4, Ole Miss at 3, Georgia at 2, and Texas at 1.
Got Ole Miss at 4.
Okay.
I've got Alabama at 3, Georgia 2, and Texas number 1. With
Texas coming in. I mean, I'm getting a little sick of them already.
I'm already tired of them.
I mean, baseball, softball.
They've sucked. They ain't been worth a darn. And they get in the SEC now all of a sudden. They get
high-minded, you know.
But they've been terrible for a while.
I know it.
Couldn't even win the Big 12.
Ain't won the SEC yet. So
they have not.
All right, we got to take a break, but we'll be
Archman.
back with hour number 2 of Sports Blitz Live right after this.
Hello, this is Little Mo right here with you from DLR Auto Sales. At DLR we have multiple sedans and SUVs. Come see us at 33445 US Highway 280, Childersburg, Alabama 35044. Call us at 256-267-3257. Let's make a deal, people. Our down payment is based on $500 down with the approval of credit. We make it happen. We work with you. We got the choice for you, and we make the right deal.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
If you haven't been to Big B Barbecue in Alex City, then you're missing the best barbecue around. Big B has everything from the best pulled or chopped pork, chicken, and beef to cheeseburgers and grilled chicken salads. Bring your friends and family out for a great dinner and sit outside on our beautiful patio or sit inside and enjoy your meal by the fireplace. So come in and join us and enjoy the best barbecue in the area only at Big B Barbecue, located on Highway 22 West in Alex City.
Passion, the obsession that burns within. Determination, the burning desire to make it. Drive, the motivation to be the absolute best. Skills, the tools to perform at the highest level. Excellence, the feeling of achievement. At Central Alabama Community College, you can release your passion. Show your determination. Display your drive and showcase your skills to achieve excellence. Central Alabama Community College. Central to you. Central to your success.
I'm Jimmy Goree with Goree's Furniture. We would like to invite you to come shop our huge selection of furniture. But if you don't have time, we have over 2,000 items you can have shipped directly to your home. Go to GoreesFurniture.com, look for 48-hour quick ship. Shop, click, ship, it's just that easy. You can shop us here, or you can shop us online, only at Goree's Furniture.
Your expressway to saving.
Ready for an unforgettable escape? Jump into adventure at Lake Martin, Alabama. From thrilling water sports to peaceful fishing spots, it's love at first bite every time you cast your line. Want more excitement? Catch an event with our vibrant festivals, concerts, and fishing tournaments all year long. And when the sun sets, dive downtown to discover local shops, delicious dining, and warm southern hospitality. Explore Lake Martin, where every moment is an adventure waiting to happen.
Here they come! Truckloads of fresh inventory to Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Choose from a huge selection of full-size GMC Sierras, discounted up to $13,250 off. New GMC Terrains, the popular SUV known for its safety, technology, and performance, is discounted up to $7,500 off. Enjoy! No payments until July. People from all over the USA save at Glenn Smith GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Brett here with you. Just one more hour in tonight's show. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. We're brought to you each and every Tuesday by JR's Sports Bar and Grill. Wonderful place to have lunch or dinner right here in downtown Alexander City. They've been here for 26 years now. It's a wonderful place, great food, great people. Chris and Audra do a tremendous job there. Just great atmosphere. Go and check them out one day if you have a chance. Talked a lot about the post-spring predictions we're making for the SEC. We'll come back and revisit those before the football season when practice begins, see if we want to make some changes. But who do you have winning? Yeah, obviously you have Texas and Georgia in the title game yet again. You think Georgia wins it yet again?
Probably.
Think Arch Manning.
He could.
And the Texas Longhorns.
And I don't think Georgia's going to be as good this year. I don't. They're still going to be a good football team. But what I mean, a step back from what they've been.
Yeah.
And can Texas take that next step up? Or, does DeBoer elevate Alabama? Does, like ChatGPT said, does Auburn shock some people and vault all the way up there and find their way in the number 2 slot to play Georgia? I don't know.
I'll take it.
100%. And how many teams do the SEC get in the playoff, or does the SEC get in the playoff? And I'm gonna say probably 5.
Really?
Yeah. There's a possibility that you could get 5 in. Because if they're meeting in Dallas about these new possible rules that are going to go down about the playoffs, and when they're including TV ratings in the mix, I mean, we've pretty much gone
the
ahead.
Whole point of the playoff was that you could everything was going to be, you remove all the other ancillary things. It was all about settling it on the field. All that mattered was what was happening on the field. Now we're talking about TV ratings?
Yeah, talking about TV ratings coming into play when it comes to selecting. Again,
you don't even get in the playoff unless you draw a crowd? Doesn't matter how good a football team you got?
I mean, like I was just about to say, they pretty much come out and said, we're not even going to try to hide it. It's about money. And teams that draw eyeballs are going to be the ones that have favor to get in the playoffs. And So you better be scared. I guess they're sending a message about scheduling and stuff like that, whereas this past year it didn't matter who you scheduled because they let Indiana in. It had one of the weakest schedules, and literally the only team that played on the schedule was Ohio State, and they beat the brains out. And so they get into playoffs and they lose. So it's like, yeah, I mean, they're not even trying to hide it, Andy. They're pretty much saying, so the SEC and the Big Ten, if it's going to be skewed that way, going to get a lot of teams in. Because
SEC got how many? 4 in last year?
They got 4 in last year. Georgia, Texas, Tennessee, and who was the other one? Ole Miss got left out.
Yeah. Alabama. No.
Alabama didn't make it. Did they only get 3?
Who was the other one? Somebody.
Well, they got Texas, Georgia. I mean, Tennessee. Maybe it was only 3, dude. I mean, that's how fast you forget.
That's true.
But we know those 3 were for sure in there. I think they've only got 3.
Maybe so. Yeah. I guess it would be because
Ole Miss got left out.
Alabama got left out. LSU was nowhere close.
Ole Miss, it was only 3.
Yeah. How about that? Okay.
So,
well, anyway.
Can they get 5 in now? I mean, I don't know. That may be a stretch, but I definitely think they could get 4 in. But
sure,
again, Alabama, again, this is a big year for DeBoer too. I mean, it's a big year for Hugh Freeze, but it's absolutely a big year for DeBoer because they didn't play for an SEC championship and they didn't make the playoffs. And now he was the first coach in Alabama history to win 9 games his first year. Anybody talking about that? Nope, they're not. You know why? Because he followed Nick Saban. And just like we said, whoever followed Nick Saban.
Well, everybody that takes over at Alabama is doing so because the other guy has driven, has not left the program in great shape. Mm-hmm. The program was in about as good a shape as you could possibly have it.
And he inherited.
That's why people are not talking about him. They think 9 wins is a disappointment.
Right. So this is a big year for him.
Sure.
It's a big year to prove whether he belongs at Alabama, and he doesn't get any more podcast criticisms from Luke on wearing a Walmart T-shirt to the Vanderbilt game and losing. So, yeah, he was chastised pretty hard, and we knew it was going to happen to whoever took that job, but this really is. Like, if they don't make the playoffs again this year,
well,
I mean,
obviously you can't lose to Vanderbilt again.
No, you can't lose to Vanderbilt.
But, I mean, they were close to losing to South Carolina at home.
That game.
They were. I mean, it goes far beyond just.
And I think they did beat Auburn. Auburn wasn't very good last year, but then they just got a mud hole stomped in them by a mediocre Oklahoma team, dude. That was a bad loss for them.
Bad, very bad.
I mean, what was it, 24-3?
Yeah, it was. Well, I mean,
Jalen Milroe.
He was not good in that game.
They brought Ty Simpson in, and he wasn't either.
Wow.
And that's their quarterback this year.
Yeah,
I mean, is it going to be him?
That seems
and Keelan Russell going to be having some something to say about that? I don't know.
We'll find out for sure. We'll go ahead and take another break, but we'll be back with more Sports Blitz Live right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
If you're tired of the same old and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City. Adams Motorsports of Montgomery knows it's the best time to ride. Right now, get the best deals on all of our Suzuki and Kawasaki street bikes, side-by-sides, four-wheelers, and dirt bikes. Adams Motorsports has it all, and our inventory is vast. Get out there, ride the streets and trails, and let Adams Motorsports make your pleasure our business. With family customer service and service after the sale. It's time to ride, so come see us on Eastern Boulevard, Montgomery, or online at adamsmotorsports.com.
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SDC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
There's only one clear choice in the Lake Martin area for plumbing, heating, and air. That's All Clear Plumbing and Air. Our professionally trained technicians offer full service repair and installation on all major brands. From drips to water heaters, thermostats to entire air conditioning and heating systems, and everything in between. Our fast, reliable, and guaranteed top-notch customer service will keep you informed and up to speed through the entire process. Call us today or look for us on Facebook and Instagram at All Clear Plumbing and Air, 256-496-2056. License number 19172.
Welcome back, everyone, to the Auburn.
It is the Auburn.
I knew I was going to say that.
Yeah, we're Auburn.
Yeah, might as well. Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Brett here with you. Just about 45 more minutes left in tonight's show. Thank you so much.
You're on the moon. It doesn't matter. How do you know if it's day or night?
Obviously, you don't. Can't see the stars.
Obviously you can't because the video doesn't show any evidence that there's any stars out there. Although we can see them clear as a bell from Earth, but you get on the moon where there is no artificial light and there's just a black sky. Yeah, there's nothing out there. So whatever. All right, some breaking news. Arkansas freshman Boogie Fland entering the transfer portal with a do not contact tag attached. So that means don't reach out to me.
In other words, he knows where he's going.
That's exactly right.
This is the guy that did not play much of the regular season, came in,
but he's
played in the tournament, and was a big help to Arkansas.
He's a stud.
Yeah,
he's one of the better players for Arkansas this past year. Chad Baker-Mazara still hadn't decided. It's rumored that he's going to end up at Arkansas. So watching that kind of carefully. Also heard Kentucky. But have you seen Kentucky's roster, man?
Kentucky, they picked up Diabate?
Look, no, they've picked up.
Right?
I can't even tell you. Look at this projected roster. They have picked up. All right, so they returned Colin Chandler, Brandon Garrison, and Otega Owe, right? And Trent Noel.
Okay.
They pick up Denzel Aberdeen from Florida, Muhammad Diabate from Alabama, Jasper Johnson from I forgot where that kid's from, Jalen Lowe from Pitt, Cam Williams from Tulane, Jaden Quaintance, who we were after from Arizona State. Like, all these guys are demanding big dollars. And Malachi Moreno from man, I forgot where he's from too. But all of these guys are highly touted. And so, this roster, dude, do you hear? How many players? Who's going to play? All these guys aren't going to play, man. They are spending a buku of money.
Yeah.
Because I guess they are so desperate right now to get back in the win, to get back to the top of this conference, because they have been relegated to irrelevant by Auburn, Alabama, and Tennessee.
I mean, think about it. I mean, Kentucky ruled the roost forever.
They're far
and then
from
all of a sudden,
ruling the roost.
they got in a room somewhere and said, we will not take a back seat to Auburn and Alabama when it comes to basketball.
No.
Football, fine. But we are funneling all of our NIL money to basketball.
Right.
We are going to have so that doesn't surprise me at all.
No.
Now, that being said, when you look at Auburn and the team that we're putting together now,
it's amazing.
I mean, half of the guys on there averaged 12 to 18 points.
Most of them are up there in the 17 to 19 point range.
I mean, like, okay. It's going to be a completely different team. If
Tahad Pettiford doesn't come back, there's not going to be a single player back.
No,
that was on this team last.
But
year.
I'm just talking about in the way that it.
No, well,
it's
the style of the play.
Yeah, the style.
Yeah, it's going to be completely.
It's going to be
different.
more like that 2019 team.
It's going to be very similar. Does Auburn land Boogie Flan to add to this guard?
Tahad Pettiford doesn't come back, that might be.
Well, I'm going to tell you something. I'm not saying that you don't still need to get somebody else anyway. I mean, because Todd coming back, you got a freshman backing him up in Caden Macwood. I don't know that I think you need – I said it on the podcast. I think you need another big man inside. Emeka Oporium is the only guy. He's a JUCO guy. He's 7 foot. He's lanky. He's really good defensively, but he doesn't have – he's not very physical. I mean, he's very stringy, and so you got to get somebody else. I mean, Keyshawn Murphy's 6'10", but he's not really a center. I mean, he's like a stretch 4 guy. So, I mean, there's a lot of guys, like you said, that look similar and play similar, and I think you're going to have a lot of versatility with guys bouncing around to different positions.
Yeah. Well, you need somebody running that ship. You need somebody that can take command and be a big personality, because you got a lot of different guys,
right?
And a lot of different, you got a lot of guys that are going to be looking to score, and you need somebody that can kind of marshal all that and to get everybody in these different sets that flex action that Bruce Pearl likes to run. So
right.
Hopefully that will be, Pettiford. But if not, we'll see what happens with that. Okay.
Auburn needs Pettiford to be back. I'm just going to tell you.
Yeah.
They need him back.
I would
tremendously.
Agree. Auburn still up 1-0 over Georgia Tech. So that game.
Yeah, and they've stranded like a billion runners. Auburn has. So
top of the fourth.
You just hold on to your breath. Alabama's beating Samford 5-4 in the bottom of the fourth. Just going down the line, some other games in the SEC. LSU over Northwestern State 2-0. Arkansas up 10-0 over Little Rock. Ole Miss and Mississippi State playing each other tonight.
Interesting.
Mississippi State up 3-1 on Ole Miss.
It's like maybe that Auburn, Alabama, when they used to play at Sam.
Yeah, or down in Montgomery.
What do you call it?
Capital City Classic.
Yeah,
Montgomery Biscuits, Riverwalk.
Riverwalk.
I mean, am I playing charades? Like, it's like what? It's like no. I feel like you're trying to draw something on the board and you're trying to guess it.
You said everything but the stadium.
They just kept rolling it down. You go, no, that's not it. No, that's not it.
Riverwalk
Stadium, home of the Biscuits in Montgomery. Capital City Classic. What else can I say?
Where are they playing this one? I wonder.
Not in Montgomery.
Not in Montgomery.
It looks like at Ole Miss.
No.
Maybe so. I don't know. It didn't. It's at Ole Miss, I think.
Okay.
At least they're the home team. Texas losing to Texas State in the 7th inning. That's about par.
Tell you, man, these midweek games are tricky.
Yeah, Louisville, good Lord. Kentucky up 17-5 on Louisville. So
they better score some more.
Florida beating Georgia Southern 4-1 right now. Georgia losing to Clemson 2-0 in the bottom of the fourth. Clemson number 2 in the country. Georgia's dropped to 10th.
Well, hey, In the SEC, you're going to lose some games.
Texas A&M beat Sam Houston tonight in 7 innings, 13-3. Tennessee beat Lipscomb 11-1 in 7 innings.
This weekend, Auburn softball. Again, you know, look, Auburn got swept in Knoxville, but all 3 games were close. They are playing so much better.
They're playing so much better
now in the second half.
Horseshoes or grenades.
Well, I mean, they're going.
I know it's going to turn around, but this year
they're still going to make the playoffs. I bet. Even as bad a record as they do have.
No, they ain't making.
You don't think so?
27-20, 4-17.
I'm telling you, man.
I don't know, man.
Look at that.
I know. Can they make?
Look at their RPI. I mean, Well, I don't know.
That's atrocious.
Well, it's not good. But
I mean, I don't know if that's.
You look in the.
I mean, I don't know if that warrants getting into the.
Look at the teams they've beaten and look at the teams that they've lost to. I mean,
I don't know if that.
You lose to top 10 teams.
I don't know if that. Well, what does it matter? I mean, you just can't ever win one. So, I mean, at some point in time, you got to get over the hump.
They did win.
I
They
mean,
won
against
2
Georgia,
series.
I know they did. But, I mean, Georgia is 2 spots ahead of us.
I'm aware.
I mean, so it's not like we beat anybody in the top echelon of this conference. I mean, A&M, Oklahoma, Texas. I mean, we didn't play Oklahoma. We played Texas and got killed. Tennessee got swept. It's just
it's been a struggle.
I'm not telling. Look, I believe in the Malvos. I think they're going to turn the program around. This is atrocious.
It's bad.
They were 20-1. Dude.
No, Missouri's atrocious.
Were they 20-1? Were they literally? I mean, seriously, what was their record? Were they 20-1?
20-1, yeah.
And they're 27-20.
Yeah,
that's horrible.
It's running into a buzzsaw. No
Alabama is 31-18, 8-10. Now, I mean, that's warranting. That's worthy of a playoff. I mean, that's worthy of a tournament. I mean, a regional.
I'm just telling you. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if every team.
I mean, Missouri
in
and Auburn.
the SEC gets consideration.
Missouri and Auburn.
Except for Missouri.
Missouri and Auburn don't really deserve consideration.
Well, you might be right.
We'll see.
We'll see.
You know what? I hope they make it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hoping they make it.
We'll take another break. Don't go anywhere. More to come right after this.
Hi, this is Brian Bice with Bice Motors. With our all-star lineup of Dodge trucks, Jeep, SUVs, and Chrysler cars, we offer the area team dedicated to making your next vehicle purchase a positive experience. Our sales team offers competitive pricing, and we back up all sales with a service department second to none. Bice Motors also offers the area's best selection of pre-owned vehicles. Visit Bice Motors at 2133 Cherokee Road in Alexander City.
Guaranteed lowest price. Buy it at Bice Motors.
Alex City and west side of the lake. It's time to celebrate because the all-new Lake Martin Pizza is open with the area's best pizza, and it's just down Highway 63 South in our town. Lake Martin Pizza of Highway 63 has a huge outdoor seating area with enclosed heated comfort, a full bar with cold beer, wine, and full spirit selection with family ownership and fun for the whole family. Dine in or pick up. It's just a short drive to our town and is hands down the area's best pizza. Like us on Facebook to see upcoming live entertainment and watch sports on our 360 wraparound TVs. Rejoice! Lake Martin Pizza on Highway 63 is ready for you.
This is Joseph Dean with Frederick Dean Funeral Home and Crematory. I am pleased to announce that Lake Martin Funeral Home and Cremation is now open to serve the public at our location on the corner of 49 North and 280 West in Dadeville. Please stop by and see lifelong resident of Dadeville, Molly Kaler, who will be running the office and meeting with families who want to plan ahead and pre-need their services. We are also available by phone 256-750-0381 or online at lakemartinfuneralhome.com.
This spring and summer, make your land, farming, lawn, and landscaping needs have zero risk and 100% success with Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor. With 0% financing on all our Mahindra tractors, many with up to 84-month terms. Our inventory of Mahindra tractors and farm implements is beefed up, and more are coming in daily. We also have extended 0% terms on Spartan mowers to handle your mowing needs with the best and zero-turn mowers priced to move. At Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor, your authorized Mahindra and Spartan dealer.
Heritage South Credit Union in Alexander City is your community credit union, and they have been for over 80 years. Heritage South Credit Union proudly serves Tallapoosa, Coosa, Lee, Chambers, Randolph, and Chilton counties. From checking to business accounts, to share savings to club accounts, to their kids club and investments. Visit them online at myhscu.com. Heritage South Credit Union, your community credit union for 80 years. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hi, this is Andrew McGreer at Dunning Roofing. At Dunning Roofing, we specialize in high-quality, premium roofs. We don't build roofs that just meet code requirements. We build quality roofs with premium materials that significantly exceed our competitors' warranties. We put money on your roof, not in our pockets. If you're looking for a top-quality roof, call Dunning Roofing today for your free quote at 256-307-7601 or visit us at DunningRoofingAL.com for more information.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live.
They race those in here.
It's like a farm, mosquito farm in here.
Right.
I'm surprised they're able to be alive.
I can't believe they can live in this Arctic tundra.
Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us. Andy and Brett here with you. Just a few more segments left in tonight's show. The greatest action movies of the 80s, minus Die Hard, because Die Hard is the greatest movie of the 80s action movie. We are down to the Sweet 16 here.
We are down to the Sweet 16.
You want to continue on here?
You know what? I kind of got pumped up coming in tonight when I remembered that we were keeping this going. I was like, man, we get to keep the movie tournament going.
Absolutely.
From the 80s, man. This is cool.
All right, I'm going to put it. All right, I was going to do it this week, but I decided to postpone it to put it out there on social media just because of Easter. I don't know. I just didn't feel right about it.
Didn't feel right.
So I wanted to wait a week. All right, number one overall seed, Predator, is going up against the 5 seed Top Gun.
Man.
I mean, look, I mean, both iconic movies. Let's just say
massive.
Both. I mean, both have spawned sequels. Although Predator has been
no pun intended.
Yeah, that's true. Predator has been more sequels, and quite frankly, Top Gun, the sequel to it is
better,
really good.
Maybe better.
The sequels to the Predator have not been that good.
No, they have not. I don't know, man.
Arnold versus Tom Cruise. Ensemble.
I'm gonna keep the 1 seed there.
I will vote for Predator as well.
Yeah, I'm going Predator.
Even though Top Gun is
that movie still though. Every time I watch Predator, man, it's like God Almighty, that thing scares me to death. You know,
it is
that was the eeriest crap.
I mean, you talk about 1987, man. That thing, great special effects.
That thing was way ahead of its time.
Oh yeah, just the idea of it was great, and Arnold was in his prime too, man. That was just cool.
Yeah.
All right,
get to the chopper.
That's right. Get to the chopper. Roadhouse, your 6th seed, upset, and another upset, 7 seed, Untouchables. So a 6-7, an odd 6-7.
It is an odd 6-7 matchup, man. I'm gonna tell you, another tough.
God, well, I can't.
I don't know how to choose this. I mean, I'm gonna flip a coin.
Yeah, this is about the only way you can.
I'm probably moving Untouchables forward. I'm going ahead and moving Untouchables forward.
You're going to put on there?
Untouchables.
Wow. I would say ultimately, I think there's no question that Untouchables is a better movie.
Then you got to go with Untouchables.
But golly, man, Roadhouse.
But you got to go with Untouchables, man. I'm just saying.
Wow. I'll agree with you. I mean, again,
write that down,
can't
everybody.
Go.
Did you just hear what he said?
Cannot
believe it.
How about a 1 seed Aliens versus Return of the Jedi? The 5 seed Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi, dude. 5 over 1 there.
Really?
Return of the yes. Man, yes. I didn't even really like Aliens that much.
Really?
Not really. Sigourney Weaver, I mean, that's all right, dude.
Wow.
I'm
Okay.
Return of the Jedi, dude. I mean, that's talk about iconic.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I think
But,
that should be reversed. Aliens should be 5 and they should be 1.
Return of the Jedi was the third best of those 3 movies, right?
I don't know, man.
I mean, Empire Strikes Back number 1,
Right.
New Hope number 2, Return of the Jedi number 3.
Return of the Jedi was. Return of the Jedi maybe wasn't number 2.
You think so?
Yeah. Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah, I mean the Ewoks, though. I mean, you know,
but I thought it was
kind of a little annoying.
Yeah, but then that was Yoda. I mean,
Yoda was in the
I know,
Empire
but it
too.
was he died.
No, he died.
Well,
in
he
Return
went
of the
away.
Jedi.
Went away. That's what I'm saying. That's when it right. Yes.
Okay. All right. I would vote for Aliens.
Okay, that's fine.
But okay.
We're split there.
Yeah, that's right. Big Trouble in Little China versus Empire Strikes Back.
Empire Strikes Back moves on that one too.
Yeah. See, I would, even though again, I would vote for Big Trouble in Little China.
See, now I can't lose because it's Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Yeah.
I mean, either way.
How you gonna go with that, right?
Well, and I'm good with it either way.
All right, number 1 seed Terminator versus the 1989 classic Batman, the 5 seed.
I know what you're gonna say.
I would vote for an upset.
I'm voting for an upset. I'm voting back. You are
I'm
voting for
telling
Batman?
you, man. Batman.
I thought you were going to pick Terminator, so I was wrong.
Batman '89 is about as good a movie as.
I mean, we've already got Arnold Schwarzenegger moving on in Predator.
It's true.
I mean, how do you beat Jack Nicholson as the Joker? That dude was the ultimate Joker.
This town needs.
I thought Michael Keaton played a really good Batman.
Everybody was livid when he was cast, and then he turned out to be.
He was maybe the best.
Yeah, he may be the best. Christian Bale was.
Christian Bale's pretty good, but that's a different.
It's a different. Yeah, it's different altogether.
Very critical. I mean, why did he feel like he needed to talk like that? Just to be in character.
He just had to be. Yeah. Number 6, Rambo versus 7 seed Goonies.
I know where you're going with this. This is not. I mean, they were love both movies, but I mean, there's no way I could live with myself if I didn't pick Goonies here. I can't do it, man.
I understand.
I got to pick Goonies.
I understand. All right, the number 1 seed Raiders of the Lost Ark versus RoboCop, the 4 seed.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
I would vote for RoboCop.
Really?
I love Raiders of the Lost Ark, but RoboCop.
Yeah, it's not as good as Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. I love that movie. All right, Rocky IV, the 6th seed versus the 2 seed First Blood.
Sylvester Stallone against himself.
Yeah.
Man.
Well, I'm telling you, man, when Apollo Creed dies.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
tough. First Blood, though, dude.
This is supposed to be an exhibition. Yeah, First Blood.
Killed him. Drago.
Man said, clean him up.
He cleaned him up, didn't he?
Who you like?
I don't know, man. I'm gonna let you make the call there.
Wow.
I'm good with either one. I mean, I'm really torn here. What do you think?
Wow, man! Just for the music, I think I'm gonna go Rocky IV. There's some great music.
I'm leaning toward that one too.
Yeah. All right.
Although First Blood, though, God Almighty, man, I wanted one of those survival knives so bad.
I went and got one.
You went and bought one. So I wasn't allowed to get one.
You would screw off the compass.
Oh yeah,
and it had matches.
Well, you put all that stuff. Then you were a pyro anyway.
That's
you like
true.
to catch stuff on fire. I don't know how we ain't burned the woods down back there behind your house. I blew stuff up. Dude, we blew stuff. It's amazing we survived. I'm not kidding, man. Didn't somebody blow up something in the fire one night and it shot out? A piece of shrapnel.
They would throw bamboo in there.
This was not bamboo. This was some kind of aerosol can and exploded and went out of the fire and went by somebody's head.
That sounds.
And we were like, whatever. I mean, light up something else.
It was not me.
How that didn't just the whole woods catch on fire, I don't know. There's a lot of crap that went on
good
back
question.
there in them bamboos.
Yes, it
I'm
is.
just going to tell you.
There's things that are buried out there that need not be digged up. Yeah, that's for sure. All right, we got to take a break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with more right after this.
Thunderbolt and Lightfoot at Oscar's Cafe on Highway 49 South in Dadeville, Alabama is looking to see you today. Now, let me tell you, they got great food. They've always had great food all these years. Now, they still got that atmosphere. They still got that service. They still cater. Let me stop right there. 15 to 415 they can handle. So give them a call today at Oscar's, Highway 49 South in Dadeville. 256-825-4827.
On Lake Martin, there's so much to do, but if golf is your sport, you got to get to the all-new Stillwaters Country Club. We offer the region's best course and facility for only $40 per round and cart weekly, and an amazing $45 for weekend play. Make sure to inquire on any of our membership options, including full family, senior, student, or just spouse, options that offer true value for your golfing pleasure. Book your round today at 256-825-1353 and enjoy one of the region's best courses with top-notch service. Stillwaters Country Club, open to the public, golf, dine, and enjoy anytime.
Hillary Towers may very well be the Lake Martin area's best kept secret. An affordable senior citizens community located on Highway 22 East in Alexander City. Spacious one-bedroom units are currently available. Great location, peaceful setting, comfortable living where pets are allowed and utilities are included. Call today for more information on the newly renovated Hillary Towers, 256-329-0552. 256-329-0552. Hillary Towers, 22 East, Alexander City.
At C&T Electric, our clients are our priority. For the safety and security of your family and home, our technicians are professionally trained, drug tested, background checked, and wear uniforms with name tags. We're proud to have served the Elk City, Dadeville, and Lake Martin areas for the past 10 years. Give us a call at 256-234-0007 for all your electrical service and repair needs, or visit us on the web at www.cntelectricllc.com and spell out the word "and."
Inspired by the bold bison, Southern Union students blaze new trails every single day. They press forward knowing their SU education will lead them to success. Affordable, accessible, and locally unparalleled. Whether you're transitioning to a university or launching straight into a lucrative career, a degree from SU SDC can help you blaze your path. 3 locations, dedicated faculty and staff, endless possibilities. It's all waiting for you at Southern Union. It's time to venture forward. Register today.
2025 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World. '25 RVs are here. Be the first to see the latest and greatest from your favorite manufacturers and lock in special show pricing at your local Camping World.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live. Andy and Brad here with you.
If we told some people some of the stuff, like, there's no way they'd believe it. I'm just saying, there's no way anybody believe it. They'd believe the moon landing before they believe some of the stuff we did.
Yeah, go rent Stand By Me. You pretty much got it. I mean, that pretty much kind of
sums it up.
I mean, just take off into the woods, and
that's what we did.
Walk down the train tracks, jumping off, trying to avoid moving trains. That happened to me one time. Back there behind.
Yeah.
And we were walking the train tracks, and it was like a big, a drop off on each side.
Oh, I know.
And I didn't.
Real smart. By the way.
The train came coming around I took off and.
Yeah,
it was not as close as Stand By Me.
Yeah, but still.
But it is an
odd.
I don't like to think about that.
Well, you wouldn't be here.
Yeah.
But I mean, you saw the worst case scenario goes through your mind.
Yeah. Well, you don't think about it at the time, so.
No, you don't.
Just like, hey, let me get to a place where I can jump off and
How'd you just slide down the hill?
I got to a place where you could get off it was not a drop off.
And did you just sit there and watch the train go by?
Yeah, and wave. Yeah.
Oh yeah, hey guy, there you go.
But those.
I talked to a train engineer one time in Auburn, and he said, "Man, the stuff that they see and the stuff that goes on, he's like, man, you just have to get numb to stuff because." I mean, it's animals and stuff and people. I mean, just not that he's running over a bunch of people, but I mean, people doing stupid stuff and chancing things and like right there and then putting a penny on a track right before it comes by and then jumping out of the way. I mean, he's like, ain't nothing I can do about it. I can't stop this train.
Yeah, so, I mean, if a cow's on the tracks,
ain't nothing you can do about it. It's just
you get some free steak.
It's just an explosion. It's an explosion.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else that we need to talk about that we need to hit before the night is over?
Well, I mean, I think we've established it.
Where were you talking about these meetings? When are they going to happen? Is that
tomorrow
this week?
in Dallas? Tomorrow. Yep. The College Football Playoff Committee meets and are going to discuss, some changes to the structure.
Who was leaking this? Was this
Heather,
ESPN?
Yeah, ESPN, and I'll try to pull it back up. It was. I thought I sent it to y'all today.
I don't think I got that part of it. Maybe I did.
I'll see if
but anyway, they're
all right. Here it is.
Okay.
Heather Dinich, the College Football Playoff girl. And she basically said headed to Dallas first thing tomorrow to cover the annual spring College Football Playoff meeting. Sources tell me they need to decide sooner than later on some of these things, and basically it says one possibility which could be viewed as a compromise is having conferences earn automatic bids through their play each season, a model in which each Power 4 league can earn guaranteed spots through a combination of its team's overall records and through TV ratings.
It's teams' overall records.
Teams' overall records and through TV ratings, according to a source, could be presented. The highest-ranked conferences would earn the most automatic bids. I mean, the fact that that's even being proposed.
Is that, I mean, is there any conference that has more viewership?
No, the Big Ten and the SEC dominate the ACC and the Big 12. The Pac-10 don't. Pac-12, 15, whatever the heck it was before it dissolved, doesn't even exist anymore.
No.
So the two major, the SEC and the Big Ten are like, hey, bring it on, man.
Yeah.
We're going to dominate this thing. And then Yahoo put out SEC and Big Ten's control and possible proposal. They're –
you said, as a compromise to who?
I said that too. I'm like, one possibility would be what are they compromising?
Obviously, they do not want. They looked at last year and said, okay, we failed because the games are not great in the first round.
It didn't.
We want to try to make them more entertaining.
All right, and I think you said it, and maybe Randy and several people said. What was the advantage to getting a bye? Didn't everybody lose? Everybody that got a bye lost.
Yeah.
So, and you didn't get to play at home.
Right.
So, crap, dude. At least let the teams that won and were the higher ranked seeds get to play a home game. Don't you think that was screwed up?
Yeah. That was the whole point. When we talked about that, that's been going on. In Major League Baseball, the team that
the bye, they get beat every time.
Has not worked out.
Well, in baseball, you need to keep playing. And
I'm not
certain. And I'm not certain it's not the same with football.
Yeah.
The bye may be detrimental. Right now, the data shows that it is.
Yeah. And playing at home is certainly an advantage.
Ohio State won the national championship, and they had to play at home in the first round, and they beat Tennessee, and then they moved on. Yeah, I just think that I know it's one sample size year, but are they going to keep that rule in place? They're going to probably change some things. Let's be honest. And I think they sent a message. We got in all kind of arguments on this show about, the schedule. You know, why does Auburn need to go play Baylor and all that? You know, they rewarded Indiana for playing a chunk schedule, you know, and then in basketball, it's the opposite of that. You got to play all these high-ranked RPI teams and quad one wins and stuff and opponents to try to get a higher seed. So it's opposite from basketball to football. Right now, the formula is to go play the softest schedule you can play and see if you can get 9-10 wins and get in the playoffs. But they may change that this year because they caught so much grief about it. So, if, you know, Randy's argument was, well, let's just go out there and Luke said, let's go schedule all these chump teams. What if you do all that and they change their mind and go, well, you played a weak schedule? You don't know what they're going to do, man.
Well, I mean, if you play chump teams, are you going to get high ratings?
No, you're not. You're not going to get high ratings.
If you get high ratings, you get better games. So, right?
Right, even though you lose.
Up against our final break. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with one final segment right after this.
If you're tired of the same old and you're hungry for something really good, then it's time to go to JR's Sports Bar and Grill. JR's has the best fingers and wings around, and their menu is loaded with appetizers, burgers, salads, and so much more. Follow JR's on their Facebook to keep up with their live music events and drink specials. And if after a long day you just want to stay in, remember JR's delivers. Call in your order at 256-329-2328. JR Sports Bar and Grill, 145 Alabama Street in Alexander City.
At Russell Medical, we're proud of our exceptional nurses, like Nurse Brandy Worthy. Brandy represents the selfless, compassionate clinical leader patients expect and coworkers admire. Brandy was recently honored with the Nightingale Award for Nursing Excellence for her high standards, sound judgment, and caring manner. Her passion for her profession inspires us all.
Being a nurse is not just what you do, it's who you are. I'm proud to be a part of the nursing team at Russell Medical. We are the link between all hospital services, providing you with exceptional, personalized care.
Satterfield Outdoor Living is Lake Martin's trusted friend for your outdoor land and leisure needs. We're the region's authorized Skag mower dealer for residential and commercial lawns and offer all the small engine accessories you need with top lines of Steel, Echo, Shindaiwa, Husqvarna, and Metabo products that can tame any landscape. Satterfield is also your grill headquarters with Big Green Egg Grill, and our pros service everything in-house and back up all sales. Get the Satterfield Outdoor difference on Highway 280 right across from Tallapoosa Ford.
Main Street Family Urgent Care.
Main Street Family Care offers a wide array of services that allows them to treat many conditions, and they also offer primary care. In addition to these services, they also offer DOT physical exams, lab testing, sports physicals, and vaccines. They accept most major insurance plans, including Medicaid. Main Street Family Care opens 7 days a week.
Main Street Family Urgent Care. Heal better, feel better fast.
Sign Source is your local vendor for commercial and residential sign manufacturing and installation. We offer all kinds of lighted and non-lighted signage, from retail signs, LED message centers, event banners, vehicle wraps, the whole spectrum. We also offer service and repair on existing signs, as well as retrofitting to LED or installation of outsourced signage. We have the knowledge necessary to fulfill all of your signage needs in the short or long term. Visit signsourcenow.com to get started.
Welcome back, everyone, to Sports Blitz Live, the final segment on this Tuesday evening. Thank you so much for all of you being with us. I think the rain has stopped.
Shout out to my cuz in Boston for winning Sixth Man of the Year in NBA, Peyton Pritchard.
Peyton Pritchard?
Yeah, man.
I don't even know who that is.
What?
Who is Peyton Pritchard?
You got to be kidding me.
Who is Peyton Pritchard?
He played at Oregon, man.
Okay.
He's from Jackson's Gap. No, I'm just kidding, man. I'm kidding. I can't hold
From
water.
Jackson.
No, I can't hold water, man. Like, no, the kid's great. I mean, he's been in the NBA for a while, but I mean, to be.
Did he play college?
He played at Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, he played at Oregon. He was great, and he drafted, and I mean, goes to Oregon. I mean, goes to Boston and won a world championship up there. Well, did they win it last year? Didn't Boston win it last year?
I think they did.
So, yeah, man, he's a good player.
I have not. That tells you how much I watch the NBA.
You do. That tells me all I need to know about how far that league has fallen off, because that's all you used to watch.
I used to watch quite a bit.
I mean, and you don't care. I don't either. I mean, the playoffs are on now. I just pull against L.A., and I think Minnesota's pretty fun to watch with Anthony Edwards and some of those players they got on that team. And no, I don't. Steph Curry's still fun to watch. The guy's unbelievable. So yeah, I mean, no, it's not the league that you and I grew up watching.
No,
it's just not.
It's clearly not.
It's not.
Happy birthday today, Glenn Campbell.
There you go.
How about by the time I get to Phoenix?
Oh yeah.
Wichita lineman.
Mm-hmm.
What's the one? What's the one that Cowboy?
Rhinestone Cowboy?
Rhinestone
You
Cowboy.
didn't know that?
It just couldn't come to my mind, the Rhinestone Cowboy. I know.
I'm like, you named like every other song he sang before that one. That's what he's known for.
Would that be your favorite?
I mean, it's pretty good.
Rhinestone?
Like a
I like-
Rhinestone Cowboy.
I like Wichita lineman.
Didn't he have a stutter? And
No, that was Mel Tillis.
Mel Tillis did.
Yeah.
Glenn Campbell did.
I don't think Glenn Campbell.
I don't think he did either. It was Mel Tillis.
Don't make fun of his stutter, Brad.
I didn't make fun of his stutter. I thought it was him. It's amazing that somebody can stutter, and then you sing, and it's just perfect.
It's like Joe Biden. Don't make fun of it.
Joe Biden wandered out into the daggum rainforest. Have you ever seen anything as bad as that? Like the dude shuffled up to the daggum podium and just walked like he did it all the time. He just walked into the jungle.
He finally, I mean, the man could go to his rest home and just live out the rest of his days. But no, he comes back and does a press conference.
Did you say how terrible that
and
was?
calls black kids colored kids in front of the man. I mean, on national television.
He just man, you cannot make it up.
I mean,
the fact that guy was our president.
I can't.
That will go down as one of the worst administration. Did you see what Donald Trump said? That Jimmy Carter died a happy man because he wasn't the worst president anymore. It was Joe Biden. God, he doesn't mince any words.
No, he does not. But I mean, how in the world?
It should have never happened.
You wonder, you look around and think, how in the world did things get this bad? And you think, well, this is what we've been through for 4 years.
It should have never happened. I mean, you know that as well as I do.
I'd say that's probably accurate.
That was about like the moon landing.
About
scam.
Whew.
Jack Nicholson, speaking of the devil.
Yeah, happy birthday. He's still 88.
Yeah.
Jack. The real Joker there. 80. Peter Frampton.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What?
Don't ask. I just don't.
He had a great album.
He did.
I can't remember the Comes Alive. Peter Frampton Comes Alive.
I mean,
wasn't that what it was?
Maybe it was?
I think it was.
I can't
Very
remember.
Good. All right. That's going to wrap it up for us. Thank you so much for all of you out there being with us tonight. Be with us next Tuesday. Same time, same channel. You can join myself and JJ tomorrow maybe me and Brett. We'll
Could
see.
be. Never know.
But me and JJ with the Auburn Blitz tomorrow, 12 noon. We'll see you then. For Brett Pritchard, I'm Andy Graham. So long for now. We'll talk again soon.
Ivy Creek Healthcare is excited to showcase their newest clinic, Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin, located conveniently near the main entrance to Stillwater's on Highway 49 South in Dadeville. Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin is an urgent care with walk-ins welcome. Whether you need lab work, x-rays, or immediate care, find comfort here at Ivy Creek Family Care of Lake Martin. Ivy Creek, here when you need us most. 256-827-5379.
Lee Apparel is your go-to vendor for screen printed and embroidered apparel and promotional products. We print and embroider free custom-made graphics or outsourced designs on everything from t-shirts, headwear, corporate wear, team sportswear, high-end safety apparel, and promotional products. At Lee Apparel, you can always expect quick turnaround time, competitive pricing, friendly customer service, and free in-hands delivery on all orders. Visit us at leeapparel.com to get started.
Landowners, farmers, and landscapers, it's time to fall back this fall at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor on Highway 280 in Alex City. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor has the year's best terms on almost all our Mahindra tractors. Now, get up to 84 months of 0% financing on Mahindra 1600 to 4500 series tractors and package up with all your implement needs. Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor also has 0% financing or up to $1,000 rebates on most 24 Spartan zero-turn mowers. The rates can't fall anymore at Lake Martin Tractor and Outdoor.
Summertime is a special time. Time on the water, time away from work, and more time with family and friends. Make sure your heart is ready for the season with an appointment at the UAB Heart and Vascular Clinic at Russell Medical. I'm Dr. Kevin Sublett, and our entire clinic is dedicated to keeping your heart healthy. We're right here in your own community and backed by the knowledge and expertise of UAB Medicine. Make an appointment today by calling 256-234-2644 or visit uabmedicine.org/heartrussell.